Hi there. So I'm going to be participating in the Bout of Books 8.0 readathon. I was going to do my own readathon from Tuesday to Thursday, but I will extend it a little bit further and hopefully I will manage because I'm going to be quite busy next week. Currently I'm reading Alcestis by Catherine Bautner. I'm this far along, not that much, but it's a very enjoyable read. I do have the original Alcestis because this is a retelling by Euripides, and I will read this actually after this one because I want a comparison first, and then I will compare them. But I will probably abandon these for the readathon, and then I will continue them later, like I did for my own 3-day reading challenge. So for this one, I'm going to be reading 6 books, 2 of which are poetry. First, I will start with The Consolation of Philosophy by Boetius. I have a unit. I attended classes last year and I will register for it this year. And this is quite a nice book. It's some of them are poetry and some of them it's like writing, but it's very lyrical sort of. It's only 114 pages because this is annotated, of course. This is like a philosophy book, so you have like some essays and notes after. I will try to read just the text for now. I'm also going to be reading Mute by Raymond Cluzac, and it's 60 pages or so of poetry. And yeah, I will also have Bushido by Maurice Mifsud Bonici. This is a haiku book. It's a Maltese, though it does have some in English, and it's pages and pages full of haikus. And I read some of it, and it's very interesting, and it has been sitting on my shelf for a while. So next up I have some of Plato's works. I have Laches and Charmides. I think Charmides would be one of my favorites from what I read about it, because I have read bits and pieces throughout. This is also annotated. It has essays and notes, like most philosophy books. I have a tiny section of, actually it's a small shelf. It's a CD rack, but very nice CD rack, and it's like mini shelves. And I have a section just for Plato, and I want to read all of his works in my lifetime. So I have these 2 dialogues. These are dialogues, of course. Next up I have the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Originally, of course, these are all English translations, just to be clear. This of course was originally in Latin. Marcus Aurelius was a Stoic Roman philosopher, and his works and his writing style are said to be very beautiful. Again, this is another thin one, and this is a Dover thrift editions. I heard some criticisms of these editions, but for me they're actually quite good. And the last book that I have are the Analects by Confucius. These are sayings, and each like paragraph is a different chapter. And yeah, this seems again another short one. Of course, originally this was in Chinese, I think. But yeah, this looks very interesting. So I will hopefully read all of these in next week. Even if I finish just 3, that's actually quite a lot. And I hope that you join in. See you another time. Bye.
So a little something extra which I feel I must share with you and I would like to share with you. This is my after mentioned or before mentioned, anyway, this is my Plato shelf. I have another book which is not here. That's the Socrates Source book by Ferguson. That's a very good book. This is Socrates Education and Virtue by Mark J. Lutz. Good book of essays. This is Plato, the Republic, very well read. I had to study it for my levels. Plato, The Last Days of Socrates, which is a compilation of the Apology, Critio, Phaedo, and Euthyphro. This is my Phaedrus. This is the Maltese translation of the Apology. I prefer it in Maltese, to be fair. I prefer ancient texts in Maltese rather than English. This is the Meno, Plato. These are really good translations, and they're just minimal, barely have an introduction, and they're good for the text. I got most of these for free. This is the Euthydemus by Plato, Statesman, Gorgias, and Timaeus. And this is a compilation of Herodotus, the History, Book 8 and 9, Plato, the Sophists, anyway, not the Sophists, Aristotle, Prior Narratives, Book 2, and of course I have the one that I will going to read, Laches and Charmides. Yeah, a little bit of more previews.